हर व्यापार को दे पहचान, व्यापार जगत।
Hello everyone, how are you all doing? I'm Nidhi Virmani, the co-founder of She the Hero, and today I want you to have a look on the series that we are going to launch in collaboration with vyapaarjagat. This is a series wherein we focus on promoting and encouraging women entrepreneurs. जो उनकी कहानी है, जो उनका जर्नी है, जो उनका स्ट्रगल है और जो सब लोग नहीं जानते हैं और उनको जानना चाहिए, इस सीरीज के थ्रू हम लोग वो जो अनसंग हीरोज हैं, जो हमारे विमेन एंटरप्रेन्योर्स हैं, हम उनको सबके सामने लाना चाहते हैं और इसी के लिए ये सीरीज लॉन्च करी जा रही है। एंड दिस वी आर डूइंग इन कोलैबोरेशन विद vyapaarjagat. So this videos, these interviews that we are going to do, that will be circulated at national level. And under this series today, I'm going to introduce a very good friend. I think मैं इनको last 6 years से जानती हूँ.
Yes.
हम लोगों ने बहुत काम किया है पेरेंटिंग के ऊपर, हमने वर्कशॉप्स करी हैं, हमने जो स्पेशल नीड के स्टूडेंट्स हैं उनको केटर किया है एंड बहुत अच्छा काम किया है. So, अपनी शुरुआत मैं इनके साथ ही करना चाहती हूँ. Let me introduce Dr. Neha Verma, the child psychologist and a very, very good human being. Welcome, Dr. Neha.
Hi, Nidhi. Great to be here. And I'm so honored to be the first person you're introducing through this series. I am sure the series will be a boon for all the women. It's a very great opportunity, I think, and women should support women. I am a complete believer of that. So the more we do for each other, the more we help each other, the more we'll grow together.
Completely agree.
I think both of us have the same philosophy, so that's the reason we've, been together for so many years.
Yeah. And ये जो slogan है ना गवर्नमेंट का, सबका साथ सबका विकास, बहुत रिलेट करता है. Your friends, your circle, your community grows, you will grow automatically. So if you are working on their side for them, आप कहीं ना कहीं grow करोगे ही. You will never be at loss.
True.
Right. The first question that I want to know from you, I want to actually understand what basically help you to decide that you want to select this field of child psychology.
So here, Nidhi, it's a very interesting story, actually. I was a commerce student. In my 11th and 12th, I had nothing to do with psychology. दूर दूर तक कोई वास्ता नहीं था जिसको कहते हैं. And वही है that I've been a very good student all my life. So, science लेने का मन नहीं था. So invariably commerce, because 20-25 साल पहले arts तो, for a good student used to be something कि क्या चाहते हो life से.
Seriously,
so I invariably landed up taking commerce. That was the rationale behind going into commerce. लेकिन
right.
11th I did as जैसे भी हो गया, but 12th I was quite sure that I'll not score very well in maths. And I did not want my grades to actually go down. So I requested my principal, which is something I think it was a miracle that this happened also. She was the psychology teacher, psychology department head, as well as the school's principal. She allowed me to take psychology as the 6th subject in class 12.
Oh.
Just so that I could, to get over my fear of maths. So she said that don't drop maths, do it. But I'll give you psychology as an option because that is the only subject where I can give, which I can vouch for and make sure that I help you out because you have no base. You've not studied it in 11th and suddenly in 12th. And that too when we were filling the form. This wasn't even in the beginning of 12th. I joined somewhere maybe, I think October, November, when we actually start filling the board forms. I literally went to her room and started howling that, ma'am, mera to kuch nahi hoega is baar. It was like that. And she allowed me. And I don't know. I think I was destined for psychology. I was the Delhi topper, 97%.
Wow.
In those days, it was a big deal.
Yeah.
आजकल के बच्चे तो 95, 96, 97% बड़े आराम से ले आते हैं. But I think in those times, 97% was something really, really great. So that is how I'll say I stumbled onto psychology, but I loved it so much and I did so well in it my principal motivated me so well that I decided that this has to be what, I need to do. And plus, I've always loved children. So I never wanted to get into adult psychology. Children were my forte, and I really click well with children. I'm not as good with adults, although I'm a psychologist. ये आपको भी पता होगा that I'm not very good at maintaining relations that way.
So it became a blessing in disguise.
I got into the field of child psychology. So it's all, I think, destiny, a large part, a very big part played by my principal. And then I got admission into Delhi University, Indraprastha College, which is one of the best colleges for psychology. So North Campus ka to it is the best. There's South Campus as well. So that's how it happened.
So that became like blessing in disguise for you.
Absolutely. I even now when I think back, I haven't yet in so many years come across any student who has had no background in their 11th, 12th for a particular subject and then suddenly, jump. I think it was totally because of my principal.
Yeah.
If a school encourages you and allows you to do something which they can at their level, otherwise under normal circumstances, no school would allow it also. Commerce ke student ko arts ka subject kaun dega? I mean, it doesn't normally happen. I am really, so that is one way in which I feel that schools should support their students. So, it's not that if you're a good student, you don't need support from others.
Yeah.
Average बच्चों को, weak बच्चों को तो चाहिए ही होता है, अच्छे बच्चों को भी कई बार चाहिए होता है support. And the moment someone supports you, your life changes. I think that is the key to psychology. That is the key to life. And that is what I firmly believe, that the little things that you can do for someone, आपको उसमें कुछ नहीं करना है, but दूसरे के लिए it turns out to be a complete life changer.
This can be seen other way also. Ki whenever you are in trouble, you are stuck, ask for help. क्योंकि लोग help भी नहीं मांगते हैं. Like we can't do until and unless you ask, you don't know what options will open up. आप गए principal के पास, right? नहीं तो एक option ये भी था कि कुछ हो ही नहीं सकता, whatever यही होगा.
बिल्कुल, बिल्कुल.
So that one step is also very important.
I feel that is another reason why I love working with children. Children are very resilient like that. वो ना नई नई चीजें सोचते हैं, कुछ करने को hesitate नहीं करते. In today's life, like now at the age that I am at, अगर मुझे कोई ऐसी चीज करनी पड़े, मैं 10 बार सोचूंगी. वो बंदा मेरे बारे में क्या सोचेगा? Should I go ask? Should I do this? Should I do that? I think as we grow older, we get more restricted. As children, we are quite free.
Yeah.
So वही freedom हमें encourage करना चाहिए.
बिल्कुल, बिल्कुल. Right. And like you have been working with children for special needs also. So what is your experience with these children regarding their integration?
See, as far as integration is concerned, I'll say it's a battle. We are struggling, but step by step, छोटे-छोटे कदम ले लेके, we are reaching tiny goals, working towards the bigger goal. And I'm sure, करते-करते, persevering so hard, things will improve and things will change. One major difference I see is that when I got into psychology, the scope of the subject was very limited, in the sense that psychology was considered to be a very taboo kind of thing. मेरा बच्चा पागल थोड़ी है, साइकोलॉजिस्ट के पास क्यों जाएगा, ये एक बड़ा टिपिकल सेंटेंस होता था.
बिल्कुल.
So as taking it up as a career, my parents always wanted me to work. Even I wanted to. I cannot sit at home and just be at home. I'm not saying that people who stay at home are in any way less than me, but it's just the mentality and the psychology. I cannot just manage a household. In fact, अभी भी जब बच्चे हैं तो वो मेरे साथ ऑफिस ही आ जाते हैं, उनका सारा करना, देखना, लंच वगैरह सब यहीं पे हो जाता है. So it's like I'm balancing it, but I prefer to be working and having an individuality as well. Right. So anyway, coming back to the topic, so उसमें ये है that उस टाइम पे ये स्टिग्मा बहुत ज्यादा था, and I was always told that तुम इस फील्ड में जा तो रही हो, करोगी क्या? But now I feel that there's a lot of prestige attached to it. A lot of mental taboos have been broken. Especially अब लोग खुल के इसके बारे में बात करने लगे हैं. People actually say that they have depression, they have anxiety. उन्हें कुछ भी अगर लगता है, imbalance, they are willing to approach psychologists, which I think is a tremendous improvement in society. इसकी वजह से ही I'll say a lot of acceptance has also developed. पहले क्या होता था, लोग ये सब बहुत छुप छुप के करते थे कि हमारा बच्चा अगर किसी साइकोलॉजिस्ट के पास जा रहा है या कोई डायग्नोसिस उससे मिली हुई है तो उनकी कम्युनिटी बहुत लिमिटेड हो जाती थी. अगर कोई ऑटिस्टिक बच्चा है तो उसके आसपास जो बाकी ऑटिस्टिक बच्चे हैं उनके साथ कई फैमिलीज के साथ बोलना चलना, नॉट गोइंग टू द मॉल, अवॉइडिंग पब्लिक प्लेसेस, अवॉइडिंग फैमिली फंक्शंस. आई हैव कम अक्रॉस ऑल दिस. So, लेकिन अब वो धीरे धीरे perceptions थोड़े change हो रहे हैं, which that is the reason I'm saying that I'll not say that we won the battle, but we are moving towards it very slow, very gradual, but I do see significant changes from when I joined this profession and where we are today.
Right. So, does early diagnosis and intervention help?
Definitely. I think that's the key. जितना जल्दी आपको पता लग जाता है that the child is not developing normally भी मैं नहीं कहूंगी, at the correct pace, because see, सबसे पहली बात समझने वाली ये है कि milestone fixed नहीं होते, they are always in a range. So if you have a child जो 1.5 साल तक नहीं चल रहा या तो आप चिंता करोगे, right? But I know of 9-month-old children who walk. लेकिन किसी का बच्चा अगर 9 महीने पे नहीं चलता तो आप उसके लिए परेशान नहीं होगे, because the range for walking is between 9 months to say 14-15 months, which we normally see around us.
Right.
So उस range में अगर हमारा बच्चा कोई चीज नहीं करता तो we get worried, and then then I always say that it's better to reach out, because वो क्यों नहीं कर रहा जानना is very important. We need to know why the child is not developing like he should. So if there is a problem, if it is a physical problem, if it is a biological problem, कोई hormonal imbalance है, कुछ भी है, हर चीज mental नहीं होती, हर चीज brain से या neurology से connected नहीं होती, लेकिन reason ही नहीं पता लगेगा तो आप treatment क्या करोगे?
Seriously.
And आप जितना delay करोगे दूसरे aspects में वो जरूर reflect करता है. This I'll also say especially for स्पीच के केस में मैंने देखा है, फिजिकल तो ना दिखता है कि बच्चा बैठा नहीं टाइम से या बच्चा चला नहीं टाइम से, बच्चा बोला नहीं टाइम से भी बहुत कॉमन है, बट पीपल टेंड टू अवॉइड इट. मोस्टली घर के लोग ही ये कहते हैं या पीपल अराउंड देम से प्ले स्कूल भेज दो, बोल पड़ेगा, या थोड़ा वेट कर लो, ऐसा कुछ नहीं होता, कई बच्चे लेट बोलते हैं. सो people tend to have that kind of attitude, and I'm not saying that's always wrong. But my point is कि अगर आपको कुछ ऐसा फील होता है तो किसी प्रोफेशनल को कंसल्ट करने में कोई बुराई नहीं है. We are not here to scare you or to give a label or a diagnosis कि नहीं आपके बच्चे में प्रॉब्लम है. We are actually here to filter out कि प्रॉब्लम जेन्युइन है या हो जाएगी, जाते जाते चली जाएगी. दोनों केसेस होते हैं. So that is one key thing, and especially for speech मैंने ये देखा है that what happens is if a child is not speaking, we stop teaching the child also. We don't understand that language is understanding and speaking. So if the child is not speaking, उसका ये मतलब नहीं होता कि उसका दिमाग पूरा बंद है तो उसको कुछ सिखाओ ही मत. So that is one area where I always have a tussle with parents कि 2.5 साल का बच्चा है, नहीं बोल रहा, बच्चे के सारे डेवलपमेंट नॉर्मल है, तो आप उसको सिखाओ. He can pick up a card, he can pick up animals, he can point to them, he can do it like that. जब बोलेगा वो बोल पड़ेगा. But delaying his knowledge and understanding, losing those 6 years of brain development is a big thing. Because हमारा brain 0 to 6 में सबसे ज्यादा develop होता है. All our connections, all our neurological connections are being built at that time. Brain उस time पे इतना raw है, उसमें जो डालो जैसे डालो, it's a big thing. So the moment you understand that early diagnosis is actually a help, it is not something that to feel sad or disheartened or upset about. In fact, जितना जल्दी diagnosis होगा, उतना treatment की possibilities and chances of success become better. So
Right.
parents should be aware of it. Developmental milestones को check में रखना बहुत जरूरी है.
Right, right, right. So, like, I know आप एक like कुछ ना कुछ नया भी करते ही रहते हो. So, apart from this, what are you working on currently?
See, since the COVID pandemic, a lot of my work has shifted online. So I am basically doing most of my consults, most of my coordinations, even taking sessions online with children. But yes, since I started working in a hospital some time back, I'll say about 3 or 4 years back, I started an OPD in MKW hospital. So I went back to working with adults. So, you know, I have been dealing with a lot of marital counseling, infertility, because that's infertility specialty hospital. Right. So, you know, that kind of counseling also I have been doing a lot these days. So primarily the entire focus of my work is now completely online. I do have a couple of places where I still sit, but the focus has shifted. And I've recently joined an online therapy platform called KinderPass, which is basically working as a health platform for early intervention, early detection, and overall, you know, health, mental as well as physical for children. So that is something that's currently on my plate.
Right. And what message do you want to give to our viewers?
To the viewers, I think मेरी सारी अभी तक बातें सुन के you must have quite a good idea of what I would want to convey now. Primarily, सबसे पहले कि acceptance is very important. Support of society plays a very vital role in the development and growth of children who are slightly behind the others. I'll not just say children with special needs. बहुत बच्चे होते हैं जिनको कोई categorized special need nahi hai, but they do have some or the other issues. So rather than creating more problems, you know, it's better that you work and support those children a little, understand why they are behaving in certain ways and help them out in that. That is number one. Number two, which I tell everyone, apni khushi pe focus karo. अगर आप खुद खुश होगे तो ही दुनिया को खुश रख पाओगे. दुनिया means your family first. That if you are happy, you can keep your children, your husband, your spouse, your partner, your in-laws, people around you, your friends happy. अगर आप खुद ही खुश नहीं हो तो आप कुछ नहीं कर सकते. So just take a minute to reflect, to see how much time you give to yourself. Self-love is very important. दिन के 10-15 मिनट आप निकाल सकते हो और निकालो. I will say that just take out that time for yourself. Do whatever you like. आपको सर्फिंग करना पसंद है, आप वो करो. आपको मूवी देखना पसंद है, वीडियो देखना पसंद है, do anything. You want to sing, you were a singer in your college days, you were a painter in your school life. सब कुछ जो छूट चुका है, where you feel you can de-stress, do that. That is one way to stay happy and to have a good relationship with yourself. So these two things are what I want to communicate to everyone.
Definitely. Until and unless your glass is filled, you can't offer water to anyone.
Oh, beautifully put, Nidhi, I'll say.
And self-love is not nice. Selfish. This is more important.
Not at all. Not at all. That is what I'm trying to say. That is what I tell people.
They have to.
अपने लिए time नहीं निकालोगे तो फिर दूसरों के लिए निकाल के क्या करोगे? Because somewhere you will start regretting. Somewhere you'll start blaming them. Somewhere, you know, that struggle, that tussle, that, you know, my life is so monotonous. Life is so boring. मैं क्या कर रही हूँ? You know, where is my life taking me? All these negative thoughts. The best way to break them is to have positivity about yourself. Anything that you're doing is completely okay, and learn to adapt and change. Adaptation or change तभी possible है अगर आपका mental thought process positive होगा.
And
So resilience, which we say that children, we need to build resilience in our children. अभी हमारे बच्चों ने कोविड के साथ, I'll say, adults से ज़्यादा better cope किया है. In my experience, I have come across so many cases, so many instances, so many people approaching me for counseling, where I realized that children have coped much better than what was expected. In fact, parents का mental breakdown ज़्यादा हुआ है. They have been more anxious, more stressed. ठीक है, of course, the burden and responsibility on parents is much more. I'll agree to that. लेकिन बच्चों पे भी lifestyle change इतना रहा है. Even then, they have really, managed well.
Yeah, and even adults, there is a certain group, a percentage who have, started working on themselves. I have come across like 2 years ho gaye hain when we say about online things. Females coming up for sketching, किसी को vocal करना है. Males are coming up for उनको पुराना भोला हुआ फ्लूट करना है. Once in a week करना है, but हमें half an hour कुछ करना है. And like these things, अब वो इतने passionate हैं that weekly they are managing that 1 hour for themselves. Yes. And I was so thrilled when we had one live performance on music. So there were international and national students both, जो हमारे enrolled है. उसमें से there was one male of roughly 45 years. तो वो गिटार हमसे सीखना शुरू करे थे. And among those children, that man played 2 songs. And he was like, and a compliment coming from him, such a senior person, and
absolutely,
that this is something which they wanted. And उसके लिए motivate करना, motivation आपको पता है मेरा 50% मेरा तो
very important.
50% मुझे खाली motivate करने में लग जाता है कि please कर लो.
Are
willing, then do it.
It's difficult to convince people to be happy. It's really strange.
Like, आपको बताओ क्या करना है, आपको खुश होने के लिए क्या चाहिए.
When you tell people कि आपको किस चीज से खुशी मिलती है, they actually have to think. I mean, I know of people जो 10 मिनट सोच के भी मुझे कोई जवाब नहीं दे पाते. They have completely lost their, touch with happiness and touch with their own inner self.
Yeah.
जो कि बहुत जरूरी है लाइफ में.
So इस जो ये परसेंटेज है जिन्होंने आइडेंटिफाई किया है, right? And those who have worked for upskilling themselves, they are the true winners of COVID period, I would say. And children तो like they have set an example. उन्होंने जो सीखा है, उन्होंने जो टाइम मैनेजमेंट सीखा है कोविड में, and like that is
yes, working against all the odds. मतलब I see so many people cribbing, complaining, घर में बच्चे हैं, हम कैसे अपना मीटिंग ले, ये करें वो करें. So many tussles between husband and wife that पहले तो दोनों वर्क पे होते थे, मिलते थे 2 घंटे, तब तक ठीक था. 24 घंटे एक साथ. But yes, it's been a beautiful time, I would say. It's just how you look at it.
So attitude is like
attitude and positive attitude comes only when you are positive about your own self.
Yeah.
आप positively सोच ही नहीं सकते आगे की चीजों के बारे में जब तक आप खुद एक लेवल पे नहीं हो. खुद को उस लेवल पे, उस हैप्पीनेस के स्केल पे लाना बहुत जरूरी है. So that is primarily what I think she the hero also wants to do.
Yeah.
And I'll say that more and more people should come and help Nidhi out in this initiative.
Yeah.
And just talk to the world about yourself. Tell them what you think, what you feel.
And the happiness that you will get. It's not that you are going to get benefited in a direct way, but indirectly, your confidence, your own self-motivation, your own goodwill in the society, that is going to improve only.
And who knows, someone might actually benefit and learn. हो सकता है आपको directly पता भी ना चले. Like, my principal, like I'm talking about her even today, she might not even remember me, or maybe she remembers me as एक student थी who was very good, and she topped our school in psychology, but she probably wouldn't know what impact she had on my life. ऐसे ही अब मेरा ये interview है, किसी ने देखा, they might pick up some point from it and benefit from it. So this is how you reach out to people. Everything that you do, it breaks out into a chain of reactions. वो रिएक्शन कहाँ जाके और किसको अफेक्ट करेगा आपको नहीं पता. द फर्स्ट स्टेप इज टू डू इट. एक्शन तो करो, तब रिएक्शन होएगा ना.
Seriously, the first step is the most important and the most
Yes.
difficult one, but actually the game changer.
Absolutely. And it's such a beautiful thing to talk about yourself, to give credit to yourself for everything that you've done.
Yeah.
And ये मैं specially housewives को कहूंगी, homemakers. I don't want to call them housewives, homemakers, because believe me, मैं as a professional, when I am not able to manage my home, but in that case, I'll say the reason I'm not doing it much is because I have a absolutely wonderful mother-in-law at home who looks after the entire household.
Same here,
But
same here.
The whole point is that the way they manage every little bit. I know of moms जो अपने बच्चों के लिए 3 अलग अलग dishes एक दिन में बनाती हैं, husband के लिए कुछ बन रहा है, managing the entire house like clockwork. It's absolutely amazing. And you guys can actually share time management responsibility, working out your schedule with us even much better than we do, because हमारे ऊपर तो deadlines and timelines के foundations होते हैं. आप लोगों के पास तो ये है ही नहीं. फिर भी you do a much better and brilliant job than we do. I always say this because जो चीज मैं नहीं कर पाती हूँ, अगर कोई और करता है तो मुझे definitely लगता है that somewhere that person is doing a very good job.
Yeah.
Obviously everyone has their own strengths, तो वो अपने strengths पे play कर रहे हैं. They just need to realize it. Many times people don't realize that what they are doing is equally important and equally necessary for the others to function.
Completely agree. It's until and unless we get support from our mother-in-laws, we won't be able to stand up.
Yes.
हम लोग भी वहाँ पे, and then हम लोग शायद we will land up more frustrating because we wanted to do, but we are not able to do.
Yeah.
Right? हमारी लाइफ तो एक नॉर्मल होममेकर से ज्यादा खराब हो जाएगी. If I put across, हम चाहते हैं निकलना.
The entire thing that it is them at the back end which helps us to come forward.
Yeah.
So that is equally important. So
And at times
I will encourage She the Hero में जो भी entrepreneur नहीं है लेकिन homemaker भी है, they should approach Nidhi. I really believe that you have lots of value to add to our lives and to make things better for us. We have lots to learn from you, just like you have lots to learn from us. It's a two-way street.
Yeah, and जैसे बोला जाता है, behind every successful woman, they are the men. But actually, you can't ignore the role of mother-in-laws. I truly believe that. You can't ignore them.
वो मुझे लगता है दोनों वे से है. अगर men के पीछे women है, women के पीछे men है, it's all together.
Yeah.
I am not so much of a feminist जिसको कहते हैं typical वाले term में.
नहीं, what I mean to say, couples तो support करेंगे ही, like partners तो support कर रहे हैं. It's the extended family, the in-laws.
बहुत जरूरी.
Support we can't ignore. And
yes,
we should acknowledge basically.
थोड़ी दो. Without their support हम यहाँ होते ही नहीं. So anyway, I think we've gone way off track from talking about myself. So I hope all of you enjoyed this interview and we look forward to a very wonderful series.
Yeah, same here. And I would request everyone to come up, whether it is coming up on the platform of She the Hero, vyapaarjagat, everywhere, but come up.
Come up.
Take that initiative.
Work towards your own empowerment and happiness.
Yeah.
All the best.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Neha. And it was wonderful talking to you.
Okay. Bye-bye, Nidhi.
Bye.